RAE LIL Black is here.
Oh my god, you RAE LIL Black. Oh my god, what's up, sis? Oh my god, you RAE LIL Black. Like, hey, you know Johnny Sins? Oh, you haven't ever worked with
Is this your Farang impression?
Wanted to do Muay Thai. And then I was like, oh, this is very interesting. And then I didn't think that I would enjoy, but surprisingly, it was so fun.
I've been listening on your TEDx, and I can feel that you try to make people like see other sides of yourself as well.
So I know everybody is going to want to know this.
Wait, when is the next video coming? Oh.
What? No, I was going to say. No, actually. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the One Night in Bangkok podcast. If you're new here, my name is Eric. I'm originally from Boston, USA, and I've been living here in amazing Thailand for 5 years now. If you are coming to Thailand soon, if you're moving here, if you're traveling here, hit the subscribe button. We've got so many cool people we want to bring you, and I don't want you to miss anything. And if you're coming here soon, if you have questions about how to get set up here, how to get an apartment, a bank account, where to go out, we have a private Facebook group down below. You can join there and ask any questions, and we'll help you out. We also have a new clips channel on YouTube, so if you don't have time for the full 1 hour episodes, you can subscribe there, and we have like 5 or 10 minute videos that we put out throughout the week. We also are on Apple and Spotify podcasts, so if you want the audio version while you're driving or while you're working or at the gym, check the link below for that, and you can listen to the audio only version. And lastly, if you enjoy what we're doing here, if you're having fun with us and you want to support the channel, you can buy us a drink down below. We always appreciate it, and yeah, we want to have a good time together. So tonight we have a very special guest. RAE LIL Black is here.
Thank you so much for inviting.
So I have so many things I want to ask you.
Okay, I'm ready.
But right off the bat, where did the name come from? Because when I first saw your name, I imagined like a rapper from like West Coast USA, like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, something like that. So where did the name come from?
So, Ray, it can be Japanese actually, but if I pronounce my name in Japanese, it's like Lei. It's different. Ray is Western version of Ray.
Okay.
And then Ray means like cold beauty, like cold, like ice cold beauty. Well, I am actually not that. I'm very like friendly person, and then like I'm always smiling, but I wanted to make my image like cold beauty, like doesn't talk mysterious. It's like my ultimate goal, or like, you know, fantasy of woman that I want to be. So I put Ray. And Little is just like whatever. I actually like hip hop, but I thought about some, you know, names, and then I want it to be catchy, like not normal, like it needed to be something sounds smooth, like RAE LIL Black. And then I just put some little. And then I'm also very short.
You are. I tell everyone when I met you, you're so short, and they're surprised.
I am like 4'11".
Okay.
Yeah, 152. So
Yeah, because like from the picture that I saw you, and I was like, I think you look like tall.
yes.
And like someone told me, no, she's not that tall. I was like, really?
Yes, my attitude
Yeah.
is big, but
Small person, big
Yes.
attitude.
And then black is just I just like black.
Okay, so before this goes anywhere, for those who maybe aren't familiar with you, can you give a little background on who you are and where people may have seen you before?
So I am originally from like adult industry. I started my career as content creator, like amateur content creator. You want me to? Yeah, right.
Whatever you want to say.
Yeah, and then I started as an amateur, and then I just, you know, just like this, I just set the camera and then start shooting. And then some production started to like recognize me, and then, hey, do you want to do something with us? And then I was like, oh, okay, why not? And then I just did a little by little. Actually, not many, but I just started and then do some amateur work too. And then I stopped a little bit to finish my university, start a little bit. And then I just started streaming and then stopped my adult work. And then I just, do a lot of things now because I just do adult work. Oh, sorry. Adult work and then streaming and then, some acting work. And then now I just do anything that I want.
Yeah, and you are 100% Japanese,
Yes.
right? So some people, I think they're confused, like, are you fully Japanese? Are you half Japanese? You get that a lot?
And I actually searched my name on internet and then it says that I'm American.
Yeah.
I'm American Japanese or like I'm adopted or something.
I feel like it's because your style is very unique, especially coming from Japan. Now, a lot of people might be wondering, did you end up on this couch? Like, how are you here? Like, one night in Bangkok, how did this happen? So we've actually got two guys in the back here. They're part of the reason you're here. So about 6 or 7 months ago, bad guy Mark, who's right here, Ray.
Yeah, okay. Me.
I was working at a Starbucks and I'm talking to him on the phone and he sends me an article and it's from a Thai newspaper and it's about you moving to Bangkok. And I remember, I knew who you were, but I was so surprised. Like, why is a Thai newspaper covering you? So I started digging a little deeper. And I saw you did a TEDx talk in Bangkok. And I saw you had been to Thailand. And I read a little bit more and a little bit more. And I thought, wow, I bet there's a lot more to the story here than just what people may have seen on certain websites. So I kind of wrote your name down, like, I want to get you here if I can. And then about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was having some drinks with Mojo Matt over there. And he asked me, who is your number one podcast guest? Like, who would you really like to get? And without any hesitation, I said, RAE LIL Black. And he was really surprised because Matt is your number one French fan here in Bangkok.
How can you prove that he's number one?
Okay.
People says that a lot.
So the night that I was with him having drinks, I didn't know it, but when he opened his phone, you were the picture on his phone on Instagram as soon as he opened.
True story.
Yeah. So that's why it was so crazy that just 2 weeks after that, I'm at Starbucks here in Bangkok. And I walk outside and first thing I saw was your tattoo. And I thought, oh, she's here. And I text Matt. I was like, Matt, you're not going to believe this. And then that's how it started.
Called it destiny or?
Yeah. I like to think that fate brought us together. But before you came to Bangkok, so you lived in Japan pretty much your whole life. Yep. I know that you spent some time outside, but almost your whole life. And I read some really interesting things about you. First, that your favorite band or one of your favorite bands is Motley Crue.
True, 100%. I think I don't really dress like that right now, but when I was like teenager or like when I was like young, like early 20s, I was always wearing like redder pants, like heel, more smoky eyes, and yes.
But you have like tattoos, you have piercings.
Yeah, but everyone has.
Well, but for Japan, that's not that common, right?
Yeah.
Like tattoos aren't such a popular thing in Japan. Or is that changed?
Changing slowly.
Yeah. I actually noticed, I was going back and looking at some of your videos from over the years, that in some video you had a tattoo and then some, I wasn't sure if it was covered up or it was
This is cover up. So I had before.
Oh, so you actually took it off?
Yeah.
Why did you take it off?
Because it was just like my tattoos, everything, like almost everything. The reason that I got is usually like, there's no reason really. The one I had before was that I was just walking on the street and then this tattoo artist was so handsome that I wanted to talk.
Oh.
For the
And
moment.
I was walking and then I was like, wow, this person is so handsome. Like really, like really, I can tell you that like still now I think that he's very handsome. But I just went inside and then, hey, I want to get a tattoo today right now. How many times like do you have until the next session? And he's like, maybe like 3 hours. And okay, I want to get something like 3 hours, like size for like 3 hours. so that I can see him like
Uh,
close. I said it here because if it's here, his face is gonna be around my face, and I'm like, oh, good for 3 hours. That's why. So I just wanted, like I didn't have any memory for this. I have memory of his face, but not really any story. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm gonna change a little bit. Yeah, just like that.
What did your parents think when they found out you had a tattoo?
Ugly.
They don't
Because
like it.
it was not the prettiest one. It was not bad, but it was just, I just picked just like that. Like I just, like, well, they have a flash, and I was like, oh, this okay,
yeah.
it's okay.
Just
you
want
know?
to spend 3 hours
Yes,
with him.
with,
yeah.
close with him. So I didn't have any like feelings for my tattoo. So I was like, okay, well, it's here, so maybe I will change to something a little bit more personal.
Why
I'm
do
good.
people think you're from US? Because my friend on the way here was telling me she's American. I'm like, no.
She is Japanese.
Yeah. Why do people think that?
Yeah, the
And-
way she talks.
But he said he
Considering-
Googled it. And I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't think
well-
so.
Yeah, online, and then people just write every single like
And that just amplifies to a fact where it's almost like a factual thing when you
Yeah.
Google it.
and then
And you're like, that's not even true. Like, if
almost everything is a
crazy.
lie. It's a
that's
But-
crazy that like things that basic can become like a life on its own, right?
Are you known a lot in Japan or not so much?
Not so much.
So if you walk down the street in Japan, will people stop you or not really?
They stop me.
They do.
I mean, like, it's not like I am nobody. People know, but it's not like Southeast Asia or the US.
Yeah, I was so surprised that like this newspaper in Thailand was writing about you, and it seems like you have a lot of fans in Thailand. Is there any reason for that, or what do you think?
I became popular because when I was stopping the adult career, I was doing stream and gaming. I was a gamer, and then I joined a Thai team, esport team. So that's why, like, at that time in this esport team, like there were a lot of like influencer in, and then a lot of idols too. So I was like a big thing because I accidentally joined without knowing, because I had an invite and I just click, and then it says, oh, you joined a team, and then, oh, what is this? And then it happened to be a like Thai esport team, and then I became popular because I was doing it for like 2 years.
Ah, I see. But you were still in Japan at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think for me, when I looked at you, I wasn't sure if you were 100% Japanese, more by your like style than anything.
And I'm very tan, so
Yeah.
I could be like half Thai or something.
You think for like Japanese society or Japanese guys, they like a certain type of girl, someone that's like maybe like really white skin, really small, or is that kind of a stereotype?
I feel like in Asia in general, people like cute white, like pale skin girls. I think so.
Kawaii.
Kawaii.
Yeah. And people always comment like on our videos and stuff about this topic. I think it's changing a little, but I do think,
But still majority,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say.
yeah. You're from Osaka?
Yes.
Okay. You spent some time in Europe. Is that
Yeah.
right?
3 years
3 years. Where did you live?
in Amsterdam.
Any reason you picked Amsterdam?
I just had a company. I just have a company still.
What is the business about?
It's not like I am only doing adult work, right?
Yeah.
So it's about whole thing that I'm doing.
How do you like Amsterdam out of Europe?
Well,
Well, like-
honestly, I don't like it, but it depends. If the reason why I don't like much is about the weather. Like 200 days approximately, it's like cloudy or rainy, which is very depressing for me because I like being outside, doing a lot of sports outside, and but if it's raining, it doesn't make me feel like I want to do it. And I like to get tanned, but I couldn't. I was like white, super white. I was like, oh, I'm raining again. Oh no, it's cloudy again. And then when it's sunny, it's a beautiful city. But if it's raining, I don't like it.
But besides the weather, the cultural difference must be so different between Europe and Japan. Is that weird to get used to? Do you miss home, or no, you're like good at, I feel like you're so laid back.
Yeah, like I do think that I can accept like very easy, like anything, situation, people, anything. So if I'm there, it's just like, well, that's how it is, or that's what it is, and that just like that,
Yeah.
I think.
Did you spend any time in Spain?
I've been there like 20, 30 times.
Oh, wow. Wow. And what first brought you to Spain? Because
Work,
work?
a lot of work, and then yeah, I have a lot of friends there.
When the COVID time was happening and all the lockdowns were going on, where were you?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Was it very locked down there, or could you still go out?
I think in Europe it was not too bad.
Yeah.
Like lockdown was not as strict as like Asian countries.
Was work still happening, or was
Yeah,
that?
and then also I was traveling a lot
Oh, really?
because if you're vaccinated and if you can show that you are, and then if you're negative, you could go anywhere.
Yeah. It's kind of weird during the COVID time because certain places in the world had waves at different times. So maybe Thailand was shut down, but like Europe was open. And
No,
then
Europe, like in Europe, people were, like didn't even wear masks even.
Really?
Like because especially in Amsterdam, people like to do the demo like no mask, and I'm like, okay, well, if that's what you want, why not?
So when was your first trip to Thailand?
December 2022.
Okay, so it wasn't that long ago. It's kind of the tail end of COVID. Was there any reason you came here, or just for a holiday trip?
Well, because I don't have many friends, I usually spend like New Year alone, and then I just didn't really want to spend my New Year in Netherlands because it was just cold, and then I felt miserable. Like I want to be in a hot place. I want to feel the sun. Then I came to Thailand.
It's funny you just asked that, or you just said that, because someone recently asked us in the comments, like, where is the best place to go in Asia or in Thailand for New Year? Did you stay in Bangkok, or did you go to Pattaya? Okay,
Bangkok.
cool. So you did like a holiday trip here. How long? A month? Something like that?
It was supposed to be a month,
Yeah.
but I liked it so much. Well, I think I just didn't want to go back to also. And so I stayed like 2 months.
And you came alone. And so where did you travel in Thailand besides Bangkok?
Mostly in Bangkok and Rayong and Phuket, Ayutthaya.
Did you do like all the tourist kind of things? Like you go to Wat Arun, Wat Po.
Temples.
Yeah, the temples, the riverboat, something like
Not
that.
riverboat, but
Yeah.
temples, yes.
Yeah. What, and that first trip, because I think everybody's first trip to Thailand is like a special time because there's so many new things. Like what were some of the favorite things that you experienced?
Everything. Every day was like my favorite. Like every day I felt sun, and then walking up outside with hot weather, and had some nice Asian food.
Did you meet any people on your trip? Because I'm curious if people, like if you meet a random person, like if you're on a plane or if you're in Phuket, the beach, if they know who you are. I'm sure you meet a lot of people that don't know who you are. So
No. Like seriously, like even on when I'm at Tops or just walking BTS, everybody talks to me.
They know.
Yes.
Really?
Mostly Thai people.
do
know.
people ever come up to you and they make it seem like they don't know who you are?
Yeah.
But you know that they know who you are. Like they pretend they don't know you.
Sometimes it happens.
Because like I remember when I saw you at Starbucks, actually before I came to talk to you, someone else came to talk to you.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's like it can be overwhelming sometimes because you were just reading a book, I think on a Sunday afternoon, and I can tell like you're very nice. You don't want to be rude or anything, but how do you feel about people coming up to you like that?
Depends. Like if somebody is very rude, I don't like it, but I get used to it. Like if they're nice and polite, why not?
In what way are they rude? Like what did they say or do?
Some people, like some young kids, well, usually not Thai, but like foreigners who is traveling here, they grab or like, can I do it for you? Like as an example, like if I'm sitting there, they'd be like, oh my god, you ready to play? Oh my god, what's up, sis? And then like
they're really.
I'm not your sis.
Oh,
Like, don't
so
call me
rude.
sis. I mean, like, it's okay.
Are these Thai people or foreigners?
Foreigners.
Oh, really?
We're like, oh my God, you red flag. Like, hey, you know Johnny Sins? Oh, you haven't ever worked with da-da-da.
Is this your
On the
Farang
video?
impression?
Yeah.
This is what Farang speaks like?
Oh my God, what's up, sis?
Oh,
Yeah.
Like this.
So,
So if it's like you, it's fine. Like, you know, it's chill.
you can do Muay Thai. You can punch on his face.
Is that why you're taking Muay Thai too?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
yeah, because when you came in, I mentioned like every day, almost every day, I see you're at the Muay Thai gym. So how did you get into that?
No, it was very random actually. Like I came back in September this year. No, last year. And then my friend from Japan was visiting me for like a week. And then he just wanted to do Muay Thai. And so I just, I had a contact with a gym. So I was just like, okay, well, my friend is doing there, so I can just, bring it there because I know them. And then the coaches there was like, oh, Ray, like, why don't you join? Like, oh, I don't want to do sports today. I was just like there to there to introduce him to the gym. But they were like, okay, just try one time. And then, okay, well, I'm not good at sports, but let's just do it. And then I was like, oh, this is very interesting and then fun. Surprisingly, like, I didn't think that, well, I was not good, but I didn't think that I would enjoy, but surprisingly, it was so fun.
You're
So-
really good at it from what I've
No.
seen.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised.
Well, you are manipulated by me. Then,
Why?
Because I only put the clip that I look good at.
Oh,
No, I mean,
Get
but I was
in.
thinking if you do it like so much, you have to get better. Even if you're really bad when you start, eventually you have to get better.
Slowly.
Yeah. No, for sure. I was
but
really
I think you're
impressed.
getting like much better because actually I have seen you from Tawan Chai, the famous like Thai boxer, right? On his story. And actually I've been knowing you for so long. And once I saw you like joy Thai Muay Thai, and I was like, oh, interesting. Like you really want to get into this like Thai culture. And I've been watching like mostly about like your Thai boxing video, and like that's so cool. And you make some like funny contents with
With
yeah
my
your
coach,
trainer, yeah, and it's so good. Yeah, I mean like for Thai people can see you from other side. I've been listening on your TEDx, and I can feel that you try to make people like see other sides of yourself as well, which is good. And I like
you.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I tried to find your TEDx talk because you did it last November.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
It's no talk from that year is still on.
Oh.
Because TEDx is like volunteer. Like
Uh-huh.
nobody's getting paid
Right.
to do anything. So once that year is done, they just, it's just volunteer
Oh.
work. So it's just like done.
But they should keep it because a lot of people would discover it and then
But it's
become more
a
interested.
lot of work for
Yeah.
free for months
Mm.
for them.
What was your subject matter on TEDx?
My topic was how to handle judgment or like, misunderstanding whatsoever, and then how to handle this and also the social media. Because in Thailand especially, people love social media. Well, it's worldwide definitely, but people are very addicted, and some people are very can get mentally like very have a mental problem from all the bad comments and stuff from social media. So I wanted to give a tip, like not saving them, but like give a tip how to handle the situation a little
Yeah,
bit.
and you probably experienced this a lot because not only are you a well-known female, but you come from a certain industry where people, I don't know, maybe people feel like they are allowed to judge you in some way or write you a bad comment because of a certain kind of work. But if you did something else, maybe they wouldn't say that. So how do you handle the negative comments? Like we even get them. No matter what we say, people, they write the
Always.
most cruel things. So do you read the comments? Do you respond? Do you ignore them?
Don't respond unless I find it funny. If it's funny, sure, I can probably like make it, it funny too. But if it's just rude, I just don't respond and then ignore.
Okay.
But as you say, like anybody get like people complain anyway. People just complain. They just want to complain or say something. They just say something. And then I'm happy to be the one who get comment. Anyway, it's okay. Like I don't care. So if you want to say something, say to me because I can handle. Not don't say to the other person
Yeah.
who cannot.
Is it common in the adult industry for especially the women to get a lot of hate comments or things like that? Yeah. Because I know like maybe you kind of got into this not by accident, but it just wasn't like your plan the whole time and you just kind of fell into it. How has the adult industry changed or not changed since you started? Because I've seen recently some more documentaries and things. So I'm not sure if with a lot of like the social justice movement or things like that, I don't know if the industry is changing. Like what happens on the inside?
I actually don't know much because I don't work a lot.
Yeah.
Like these past 2-3 years, I've been doing like maybe like 5 scenes, like 5 videos per year or something. I am not really in the industry. Like, you know, on Instagram, I don't really post any, you know, adult stuff.
Do you feel like it's kind of behind you now and you just want to move on to the next thing?
Not behind, but it doesn't have, it's not my main focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be my, oh my God, I'm representing this industry. I don't want to do it. Like, you know, I do that too, but I do this, I do that. I'm just enjoying my life.
Yeah.
Kind
How does it work? If you want to do a job, do studios reach out to you? Do you reach out to studios? Do you just do things on your own? Like, how does it put together?
They usually reach out to me like, hey, is this month available for you? And then I was like, no, I'm chilling in Thailand. Or like, oh, that month I want to see this Muay Thai match, so I cannot go. So
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but all of the work that you've done or the studios you work with, it's never been in Japan, right? It's always been outside of Japan,
outside.
which is kind of interesting because you're Japanese,
Yeah.
but you've kind of only done stuff outside of Japan. Do you consider yourself a Japanese like adult film person or not really because it's kind of its own genre?
I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to categorize myself. Like,
Yeah.
how to.
Well, isn't it weird though? Like on these sites, these like on the hub, it's very by like category. And it's weird to put people in a box like that.
Yeah.
And you're different because you're across different.
Yeah, it's confusing. Like, I don't even know how to. Yeah, like I'm Japanese, but like it's not really like, you know.
Do you find that especially guys maybe like have this fetish idea of you if you're Asian or like I don't know, men that meet you? Like they think of you not as Ray, like a person, but like
almost all the Westerners.
you're an Asian, like they put you in that box. Yeah. Like do you hate that or do you like, oh, I don't care, it's just
Well, I do not like, but how can I change? Cannot. It's like well, when I started my industry, people like still tell me, but every day people tell me that, oh, you are the most beautiful Asian girl. But people don't need to put Asian girl, right?
That's what I was getting at.
And I don't like that. And then first when I started, I was correcting every single comment like, hey, you don't have to put Asian girl because that is like, you know, like, why do you have to say that? You can just tell me, oh, you're a beautiful girl. Like, I'm Asian, and then you don't have to mention my nationality. How do you feel when I say, oh my God, you are the most beautiful white man?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's
Like an extra
cringe.
compliment.
Like,
oh, thank you.
like, you know, like, oh, you're such a hot Caucasian man. Like, why do I have to say that? You know, you can remove that because, you know, we're just human and I'm just a girl. And then I don't appreciate it. But people are like, but you're Asian. But you're an Asian girl. And I'm like, okay, people don't understand. So I just stop, you know, like
correcting
trying,
them, explain.
explaining why, or people are people, and then I'm just giving up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Thailand, it's interesting for me
Mm.
because I think in Thailand, the society is very homogenous. Like many people look the same, they come from the same background, and I'm American. So if I meet someone and they say, "Where are you from?" I say I'm American, and they might say, "Well, you don't look American," and they have a certain idea of what American looks like, or what European looks like, or what Thai is. Even Thai people that maybe they're mixed a little bit, they don't look like most Thai people. I feel like other Thai people almost don't consider them Thai. Like if they're half Thai, half Indian or something like that. Some Thai people I talk to, it's like, well, they're Indian, they're not Thai because they look different. So I think in Asia, that's like the identity, the way you look is very strong. In America, it's pretty diverse now. A lot of people are mixed, so it's not as much. But also when you're online, or if your work is like a certain thing, like about the way you look or something.
I think Europe.
You think Europe more? You get that from?
I think so.
Okay. Where do you think most of your fan base is from? Is it from Asia or Europe or America? Asia, really? I was so surprised. And every Thai girl I talk to knows who you are.
Because and after, like, seriously, these past few years, I am really not doing adulting, and then I was focusing on improving myself, and then do what I really enjoy, or YouTube channel or sports, trying a lot of sports and then stuff. So I think people are interested in what, oh, she's doing this, so maybe it's nice to do this. Or like, I recently started tennis, so like some people like, oh, maybe I can try tennis because she have never done it before and she's doing it or something.
Yeah. It is interesting when you see someone do something that you don't expect, because it shows you, oh, maybe I can do that too. You mentioned your YouTube channel. I checked that out. You have a lot of food videos on there, which is very interesting. And I saw you do some like ASMR food videos.
Oh, this is good.
Well, what is the key of what is the secret to a good ASMR food video? Do you like, what do people like? How does that work?
Expression. Definitely.
And when you film those videos, were you in Japan or Thailand?
Europe.
You're in Europe. Okay, cool. And I saw one where I think you ordered KFC and you just answer questions while you're eating the chicken. And I don't know why I think it's so funny, because you could just sit there and answer, like read the questions and answer them. But while you're eating the fried chicken, I don't know. It's just funny.
Yeah, I think because I feel like I am a good actress. To be honest, like I am good actress. And then I look very, very, very happy when I'm eating. And then I can make myself look like I'm having so much fun eating. I am actually, but like extra acting.
I got the feeling when I first met you, and even now, you're a pretty introverted person. Would you agree with that? Yeah.
I am.
So maybe sometimes, like I actually am too. Believe it or not, guys. I have to try to put this show on.
Feel.
But sometimes it helps if you have something to kind of make you feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like whether it's eating, or for me, maybe it's earn here, so I don't feel like, awkward by myself or something like that. But for your YouTube channel, are you still doing it now, or is that kind of before?
And I mean, like, it's not like anything is not before. You mentioned it like, oh, is this before? But I can take a pause, do again if I want to. And if I'm not interested in, just, leave it behind. I can always get back to everything. If I want to do it, let's just do it. It's like my life is like this. Nothing is
enjoy everything that you want to do.
Yes. Nothing is in the past. I just, I eat this. Okay, well, maybe I just drink something. Oh, next this. Oh, let's go back to this. It's like this.
When your name came up in this news article a few months ago that I mentioned, I thought, it's very interesting because you definitely like experimenting with new things. If you're going to do the TEDx talk, if you're going to be doing Thai boxing. So I wondered, what is she going to do next? So I asked you when I met you, like, what's the plan for the future? And do you want to talk about that a little bit?
I mean, like, I don't really plan anything. I do appreciate everybody who gives me a chance. Like I started tennis because I met this one lady at the bar, and then she was a national tennis player before, and then she's like, "Oh, do you want to join tennis with me?" And I was like, "Oh, but I have never done tennis, but why not?" I like waking up in the morning, and then she said, "Oh, it's from 8," and I'm like, "Okay, I can do that," and then I just went. And I was like, oh, it's fun. Let's just do it. It's like this. If I meet this person and if they are welcoming, or like if I feel comfortable or welcomed, or if I find a passion in it, I would do it. I just try if they give me a chance. And if I like it, I keep doing it or something.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you want to set out to be a professional tennis player.
Yeah. Well, I cannot. I don't think so.
Yeah, well, Thai boxing maybe though. Maybe I'll see you at what's the stadium, Ern? The famous one?
Ratchadamnern Stadium. That one. That
Oh,
one.
You've been
maybe-
there, right?
Huh?
You've been to the stadium, Raja.
Or-
Every stadium.
Every stadium.
Yes. Not only.
So I know everybody is gonna want to know this.
Huh.
So sorry if
When is the next video coming? Oh.
what? No, I was gonna say.
Hey,
No,
like,
actually,
perfect. Why don't you just let her ask the question?
I was gonna go in a different direction.
Okay,
but
then, okay, ask
but
me.
wait, where we can wait. When is the next video coming? I want to set
Actually,
alert.
like, seriously, like a lot of like the last one was in February or March, and the next one coming maybe soon.
Okay.
Well, I'm going back to Europe next month. Like July, I will be in Europe for a whole month shooting. So I'm pretty sure it's coming up soon.
So explain this to me, because I really don't know much about this subject. How do these shoots work? Like, how long does the average shoot take? What?
Depends really, because I am. I only now take like bigger works. So if you're like new, like gonzo scene, it's just like that. You just go there, shoot.
What does that
Then
mean?
Gonzo.
Can you explain that? It's a type of adult video, right?
Oh, I thought everybody knows gonzo scene. Oh no,
Yeah. Okay. Explain.
gonzo is just like, like raw. Like you just no plot. You just go
like,
there, start.
and shoot
Let's
when you
just
feel
do it,
let's do
like,
it.
okay, let's just do it. That's it. Just start doing it. Let's go.
Yeah, because
gonzo.
before, when I knew you were coming, I had to do some research. So I looked up some of your videos, and what I was shocked about, because I had never done it like this, I put on your video, and it was like 8 minutes of just like story and intro, and it's like you're on the cliff, and the sun is setting, and then the whatever. I don't know if it was a helicopter. I don't know. I felt like,
Helicopter.
oh, you know which one I think it is? It reminded
sense.
me of the movie 365.
Yeah.
It was like in that style.
Now I am only doing that because now I have my brand. So I don't like to do anything which is super like gonzo, like just look like a porn girl.
You like higher
prefer
production.
to do a little bit more, I wouldn't say elegant, but like more storyline, and then have the decent, like,
Most like a movie.
yeah, good setting camera and stuff, crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the shorter one, it can be like, like 2-3 hours and done, shower, everything included.
Only 2 or 3 hours?
Can.
Really?
Faster than this interview.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself staying in Thailand? Because like,
I don't know. Seriously,
enjoy
I
it?
am a spontaneous person.
yeah, obviously.
Let's
Tattoo.
say the man from Singapore, let's just say today I walk outside, bump into some Singaporean man, and then, would you like to come to Singapore to live with me? And then maybe I would go. I cannot see myself living, like I cannot imagine what I'm doing next month or next year. So I cannot say like, oh, I'm going to stay here. I would never say that because I would never know what's going to happen into my life. And then I would just do it if I feel like it. Yeah.
You've been obviously to like around Southeast Asia. Well, have you been to other countries in Southeast Asia or just
Singapore.
Thailand? Singapore. You've been to Europe a lot, you said.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the US?
Yeah.
You have? Because I'm wondering, like, of all these places you've ever been,
Yeah.
besides Thailand, What's like another place or a new place you think, oh, maybe I could live there?
Anywhere. I prefer hot places, but if I have a reason to be there, or like if I think that I want it,
Yeah.
anywhere.
So like if you, let's say, met a handsome European guy or American guy in this case, and he said, let's move back to America.
I would.
You would.
If I think it's right things to do.
So what I was going to ask you that I think a lot of people are wondering, what is your relationship status currently?
Single.
Single.
Single for 7 years.
So yeah, take it in. So I think a lot of people would say why, but I'm not sure that's exactly the right question, but I'm sure you've had some good and bad experiences. Is it difficult to meet people when you're traveling, when you're working like in this industry, or just your lifestyle? Do you think it's more difficult because of your lifestyle to meet someone?
No,
No.
I don't think so. I do think that it's easy even because I'm everywhere, and then if I want to stay, I would stay. So it's easy for them too. You know, if I am interested in them, I would stay to know them. So it's not that my work or anything is making it harder.
Or maybe are you like a picky person?
I don't think I'm picky either, but I just don't get interested in
What would you
people.
say like your most attractive attribute is in a man
In a man.
in today's
I think that good smile and good heart. Like really. I don't want any poor man that who cannot take care of them theirself. I don't want it. But I don't need them to be rich. You know, if they can take care of their responsibility in life, it's okay. If I have to pay for everything, not good, but you know.
Have you ever like gone on a date and something like that happened? Like the guy didn't pay, or
In Amsterdam, like 90%.
really?
I paid 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, like
What?
I thought like
I've
I was
never-
surprised actually. But you know, like in English, there are some saying say go Dutch, right? Like splitting.
I've never been there, but I'm from Europe and I'm going there tomorrow, but I've never
did they say something like why you like decided to pay it like 100%?
You know, like some date, they're like, "Oh, I don't have wallet." I'm like, "What?"
So you're saying you've been on dates in Europe, Amsterdam, and a lot of times guys don't pay. But how does that even happen? What happens? The bill comes, they bring it to the table, they put it on the table, and then what happens? He just looks at you, or what does he say?
Well, you know, it's like this. So I don't like if he doesn't pick right away, I would pick. Because if he doesn't pick, that means we're splitting or he's just waiting me to do something, right? I am not going to let myself if I pay, it's not a date. I don't consider that as a date. So I just pay it to pay for my mistake.
Yeah.
That is like me paying my mistake for giving my time to this man.
Wow.
What is a good date spot for you? Is it like a restaurant? Is it some activity like tennis?
Depends on the person. I think like it depends. I would like to do something that we can enjoy. Like this person, if I meet this person at the tennis, sure I can do tennis with him and then go to coffee or something. If I meet somebody, well, let's say at the movie theater, I would say like, oh, I'm very interested in, and then can we come back together next time or something? You know, it doesn't have to be, this is the thing.
place.
Yeah, this is the best. And then we have to do it. You know,
About
I'm
the
very
person.
flexible. Yeah.
Have you been on any dates in Bangkok?
Yeah.
Where did you meet them? Like, where did you meet the guy, and then where did you go?
I actually went on a date like with one guy in Thailand. I'm living here for like a year, but This person I met at the event, like because he was the one of the organizer, and then I just met him, and yeah, so we just did. We went a lot of restaurants together. We went to like movie theater. We went on a trip and
Did you go? Was he European? Was he
Thai.
Thai? Okay, cool. Now, you don't just like guys, is that right? You maybe are open to girls too, dating girls too. Anybody.
Yeah.
What is the difference between getting love from a guy and getting love from a woman?
What do you mean?
It can't be the same, right? It has to feel different. Or am I wrong?
It's like, have you dated with girls before?
I don't really. I am like. I don't separate things much because just by the gender or nationality or anything. If they're human, it's same for me. It depends on the person. It's not. It's different just because they're a girl. Not. It depends on a person.
Okay. Are you on Tinder here?
Yeah.
You were on Tinder.
But I have never been on a date.
Guys, download Tinder right now and start swiping.
Are you sponsored by Tinder?
No. Yeah, I wish maybe. You've never been on a date from Tinder though. Yeah. But why? Is it because you're picky?
Well,
they don't say the right thing,
why?
or yeah?
You want to open Tinder and then see what they have?
I don't have Tinder.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's
Seriously, I open and
What do you think
what
about
do
that?
people send you? What message?
I don't even swipe right to anybody.
So you just open it and you don't have any match.
Because I don't swipe right.
Okay.
Okay.
Because my finger is not letting me swipe right.
You just use it for.
It's like,
What kind of guys do you see on Tinder in Bangkok?
a lot of Western people, a lot of nerd, which is okay, but they can put a little bit more effort to what they put.
Okay,
there.
give me some tips. What are like a few tips for a better Tinder profile for a guy?
Yeah, like put the best picture. And then even if it's a catfish, I would go and then see what's going to happen, right?
But what's a good picture? Is it like dressed up nice? Is it no shirt? Is it at the pool? What kind of picture do you like?
Like the picture that they look handsome.
Can
Or
be any.
yeah, nice.
Erna, you on Tinder? Have you been on Tinder?
Used to a long time ago, like
Yeah.
3-4 years ago.
Same experience or different?
About what?
Like, have you ever met anyone on Tinder in Bangkok or?
Yeah, I have met, but I can feel like there's lots of choices, but once I feel like enough because for me it's too easy, and like too easy to meet people, and I feel like people want things too easy, so that's why the reason that I like remove it and just want to get to know the people like in person. And just to realize that we don't need love like too easy. We need to see more effort. Sometimes on Tinder, you just like want to come over, want to meet, and like, like you don't even ask about things that I like, what I'm interested. So it's better to not using it anymore. But still, my friends still like, they still use it. Like, for some person, maybe they work in a company, they don't have time to like hang out outside or meet someone in person. So maybe it's better to use some dating app.
I bet you get a lot of Instagram DMs. Do you actually read them or is it too much?
Sometimes like if, let's say when I'm doing my hair color, I have 2 hours to do nothing. So I just open or something. Yeah.
Has a guy ever sent you an Instagram DM and you actually liked it and you met up with him?
I really don't reply.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't DM girls on Instagram, but I don't know. I guess
I don't know if I follow them or if I know them, I do reply.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, thank you for the follow. Or like if they say something and I reply, but I don't think I reply if I replied past like 5 years to the just normal person.
Do you ever do like fan meetups or anything like that? Like you schedule like an event where you're gonna be.
Sometimes, like I had in Japan this year.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have a side question. You don't have to answer this.
Mm.
You know, you see those videos sometimes where it's like a person meets a fan to do something.
Never happened.
It's fake. Not you, not
for
necessarily,
me,
but
I
are
don't
any of
know.
those videos real?
Maybe I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have no friends in the industry really, so maybe they're doing it, or maybe not. Not interested.
Yeah, okay.
They do them, and then I do me.
I mean, it sounds like you're out in a huge city like Bangkok. You
Yeah.
must be able to meet people all the time. So I'm a little surprised you say like, you don't go on many dates. Is it that the people you meet, they're not good looking enough, or you just don't feel like you don't have a connection?
No connection.
Yeah, because that's really important.
Yeah.
Do you hope to have a family at some point, or is that not in your mind?
Well, I don't know. Like some people always ask me, like, "Oh, do you see yourself having family? Do you see yourself having kids?" Well, sister or like brother, I'm single for 7 years. I cannot see myself having partner even. How can I see myself with kids and family if I don't have anybody? Huh?
I have a feeling you don't go out a lot at night in Bangkok.
No.
Yeah. But why not? Do you feel like you're not comfortable, or you said you don't drink a lot, but I don't drink and I still go out. So what's keeping you from checking out like new restaurant, new bar?
I do go to restaurants.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just don't really go to like a club or bar.
Yeah. Is it that you don't like the environment? Like you think you can't go and have fun there, or you
I
never
like
try it?
dancing.
Yeah,
Like,
so why not?
If my friend is singing, or like if somebody is friend is performing, I would go. But club, not necessary.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite places to go out at night? What kinds of
At
bars?
night.
Yeah, nightlife, like bars, restaurants. If you've ever been to a club, like
None.
none. You don't have a favorite bar. Like if your friend was visiting you from Europe, let's say, or from Japan, and you said, "Okay, I'm gonna take you out in Bangkok," where would you go?
In the night,
Yeah.
I would just say, oh, just like a Google search, and then there's a club that maybe you're interested. Go.
Yeah.
I really, really don't go unless somebody I know is performing.
I saw you went to the football game recently. Are you a football fan, or was that just a one-time thing?
I mean, my friend invited me, so let's just go and see what's up. If somebody invite me again, I would go again. Yeah.
When you're in Thailand or in Bangkok, do you eat mostly Japanese food or
I
Thai
cook.
food, or you cook a lot here? I think you're the only person in Bangkok that cooks, because nobody cooks here.
Even me, I don't cook. Like have no time.
Well, I like to be inside.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like I do eat outside. Lunch, I do eat outside, but morning and dinner, I usually cook.
Yeah. I feel like one of the reasons I want to talk to you is because I feel like people have they imagine what you're like. They have this
Yeah.
idea of you in their head, but it's not necessarily you.
No.
Like you are very different than maybe what people expect
I do
if they
think
see
that
you.
it's like almost opposite.
Yeah.
Gym person.
Yeah.
Gym person, I wake up like 7. I go to gym and eat healthy. Don't go out in the night. Don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke.
Yeah. I don't want to ask you too much about the adult industry, but I did have one question that's it's becoming more common. This whole thing with OnlyFans has been getting more and more popular, especially since COVID. And a lot of people are getting into this kind of thing. A lot of women and even men. If you met someone now and they said, "Oh, I'm thinking of starting an OnlyFans and doing something," what would you tell them? Do you think it's a bad idea, a good idea? Does it depend on the person? What advice would you give them?
Depends. Like, well, if you're thinking, maybe you shouldn't. If you want to do it, you're already starting it, right? I think that's what I would say.
If still thinking it's
Because
me like
if
afraid.
you're still thinking, you are not 100% sure that you want to do it, right? If I want to do it, I would just do it. I wouldn't ask other people, like especially like, you know, like I don't ask. If I want to do it, I would. I don't need other person telling me that I should do or shouldn't do just because, you know. So if they're asking, it's not 100% sure that they want to do. So I would say like, well, think a little bit more if you really want to do.
Yeah. Because when you get into anything online or social media, you can become a public personality, and people start to know you. People start to come up to you at Starbucks and talk to you. Do you ever wish you could go back in time and then nobody knows who you are and you just can walk around the mall and nobody will recognize you? And...
No, because this RAE LIL Black, like figure, like public figure, is my, I would say, you know, like I was a nerd, didn't have friends, and I was really a nerd, and then, you know, like I was always at the library, not going out when I was a student, and I'm even from girls' school, so I didn't even have boyfriend until 19. So this RAE LIL Black is like the popular girl that I wanted to be when I was teenager. So it's not 100% me, but this is what I wanted to be. So I am enjoying this life that I finally, you know, people didn't recognize me in school. So I want it now, you know. I'm just trying to squeeze everything that I couldn't get when I was young. Yeah.
Makes sense. If someone sees you around Bangkok, at the tennis court, at the Starbucks, at the Thai street food place, wherever, is it okay if they come and say hi?
Yeah, definitely. But the one thing I get a little annoyed is like take videos like as a sneaky
secretly.
pic, secretly.
You mean him?
They're like,
Mark is back here behind. Mark has got his phone out taking a video back here.
yeah, some people like, you know, just take picture like
just ask
this, just ask, and then I usually, most of the time, I said okay. If I am like seriously looking bad or like just a pajama or like sometimes like that, you know, at the tops, I just don't really, you know, wear anything cute. And if I really don't want it, I say no. But usually 90% I say okay.
Cool. Yeah, you were very, when I met you at Starbucks, I was really shocked by how chill you are.
Yeah.
You were very, very chill, relaxed person.
Yes.
Yeah. Where can people find you online if they want to follow you?
Online, you can find me on Instagram, X, Facebook, even TikTok, of course, Hub, anywhere really. You just Google me and then you follow me on your favorite social media.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Guys, if you want to see more of the people that I meet at Starbucks here in Bangkok, hit the subscribe button. Check out the Clips channel. Subscribe on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Check out RAE's YouTube and Instagram. And we will see you in the next one.
Thank you.